Hello children, this is Zareen from ANZ Learners, and today we are going to discuss a new topic, nutrition in plants, from class 7th science. So what is basically nutrition? Nutrition is nothing but the method of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body. It means the way any organism take the food and how that food is utilized in our body. So there are two modes of nutrition, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition means the word itself say autotrophic. Auto means self and trophic means nourishment. So the mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves from simple substances is called autotrophic nutrition. So plants who follow autotrophic mode of nutrition are called autotrophs. So next is heterotrophic mode of nutrition, the mode of nutrition in which organisms depend on other organisms for food is called heterotrophic nutrition. The plants that follow heterotrophic mode of nutrition are called heterotrophs. So term here hetero, it means they are depending on others for food. So we know that autotrophic mode of nutrition means when they are preparing their own food. So majorly in that category plant comes. So you are aware from your lower classes you have learned that the plant prepare their own food by a process known as photosynthesis. So what exactly is photosynthesis? The process in which plants take in carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form carbohydrates, and in this process oxygen is released. So this carbon dioxide is gone through the leaves, which we say leaves are the food factory wherein the food is formed in presence of this carbon dioxide along with water from the roots in presence of sunlight and the chlorophyll of the leaves form carbohydrates, and oxygen is released in this process. So what are the necessary conditions we see here for photosynthesis? We saw that for photosynthesis we require sunlight, the green pigment chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so what is the site of photosynthesis? Wherein the photosynthesis happen? The site of photosynthesis is, we say, chloroplast. Chloroplast is a cell inside the, you can say, the cell of the leaf. In chloroplast, the photosynthesis takes place. Hello children, this is Zareen and this is a continuation video of last nutrition video. So in this we are continuing like where is the site of photosynthesis. Last video we discussed that chloroplast is the place where the photosynthesis takes place, and this photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of the plant where inside the chloroplast. And why is the photosynthesis important, we were discussing. Photosynthesis is important because it is the main source of food for animals, including human beings. What is the main source? All these plants. The plants which produce food in themselves is the main source of food for us as well as other animals. Also, it releases byproduct oxygen in the air, which is essential for breathing and respiration in animals, including human beings. So we can say the photosynthesis is very important because it acts as food giver, and secondly it releases oxygen which helps us in breathing and respiration. So all these process we have seen that solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plants in the form of food. So without this sunlight the photosynthesis process doesn't happen. So we'll say that sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms, right? So next is how these plants obtain carbon dioxide. There is a process there itself. So we will see that there are large number of pores in the under surface of the leaves of plants. These what happens is these pores are surrounded by guard cells. We will see here enlarged image. We'll see these are the pores and these are the two guard cells which are surrounding these pores. This pore is the stomata and these are the guard cells. These guard cells are and pores, stomata are present on the underside of the leaves. So what happens when there is enough of water and minerals available? So that time what happens, this guard cells swell up and it will expel or it will expand and open here. So when these opens, the carbon dioxide get enters the leaves of the plant through this stomata, wherein I said these stomata pores is surrounded by guard cells which help in opening and closing of the pores. So through these stomata, the carbon dioxide enters the leaves. How do the plant obtain water for photosynthesis? So water and carbon dioxide, we saw these are the two raw materials necessary for photosynthesis. So how these plants obtain water for photosynthesis? The water required by plant is absorbed by the root of the plants from the soil. We know the root is necessary, which is helpful in absorbing the water for the plants from the soil. And these water is taken up, transported by the xylem vessels which are present in the leaves and other parts to different parts of the plant and leaves. The plants also need other materials like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, magnesium for building their body, which is taken from the soil. So we will understand from this that these roots are main source of absorbing all these materials, minerals from the soil and which are necessary for the growth of plants. So till now we have discussed autotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and then what is photosynthesis and why is photosynthesis necessary, how is plants getting the carbon dioxide and how is plant obtaining the water for the photosynthesis.